Alright, good afternoon everyone. Am I clear?
Hello, good afternoon. Marinig po ako.
Yes po, sir. Yes,
Thank you. Thank you so much for responding, Ma'am Mars. In a while po, we will start
Yes po,
our
sir.
once again, good afternoon. We would like to request our teachers to please contact our co-teachers to get in the link po so that we can start na po. Reminders, our participants will be teachers from kinder, grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3. Also, the MTB and the reading and pagbasa coordinators, they are highly encouraged, required to join um, the meeting this afternoon.
Close na.
All right, once again, good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to PIDA District Re-Echo on Comprehensive Rapid Literacy Assessment or the CRLA orientation. All right, it's nice to see you back in the virtual world. Before we start with our re-echo on the Comprehensive Rapid Literacy Assessment, may I request everyone to please stay for our for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem followed by an opening prayer.
Kuha na ko audio. Jud. Dala pa lang ako ang aso. Duha ka po.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you today to praise and worship you and give you thanks for all the things you continue to provide for ourselves and our families. Father, we humbly ask for forgiveness for all the times we have offended you. Continue to guide and protect us, Lord. Bestow upon us your unending grace and healing, that we may in turn become instruments of gentleness and compassion to others. We ask all this in the name of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, with prayer and intercession of our Blessed Mother. Amen.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اللهم اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. اللهم وحد صفوفنا بين المسلمين والنصارى واللوماد إلى صراطك المستقيم. اللهم امنحهم العيش بالأمن والسلامة والتنمية المستدامة في مدينة دافاو. اللهم لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amoy nen manama kami gimot tolangon. Manotot kakaroson no. Sikoy-ko kami tokul tolangon. Way migtumpi to tanah. Sikoy-ko kami bohoy to kopianan tolangon na maoto. Usako kapusuno kana akong to pabulos koy. Agbuyo koy ko way bohoy kat pabor kahalaan kalinaw to kanami. No pag-ugpo, way kasapot kakoy oyot kalambo. Kay puro tamana kakodin panubado yung pag-ampo o pianan ikaw no way kakoy kong imo no way kahalaan pa lang.
All right. Once again, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining this afternoon re-echo on Carl orientation. At this moment of time, let's hear a message from our public school district supervisor, Dr. Linida A. Valentinos. Doc?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes po,
Yes,
Doc.
ma'am.
Loud and clear.
Yes po.
Po, ma'am.
I've
Yes po.
eaten my lunch. Nagkaon pa ko sa ako ang lunch. But sige lang, we have to start this on time because we declared a long session classes this morning to give way to this kaning re-eco on comprehensive rapid literacy assessment, or what we call the CRLA orientation. So we attended this morning together with the school heads, our district reading coordinators in the persons of Jo Marie Saga, Nico Char, Gigi Imperado for the pagbasa. Our mother tongue, we have Marisa Abantes, and also our kindergarten coordinator with her representative, Marjorie Ibanez. So this morning, nagkaroon kami ng orientation. Pinalive ha, this is pinalive yun because we just informed yesterday. And only to find out that we have to implement this next week, June 29 and 30. And that is exactly the scheduled date of our quarterly exam, right? Am I right? Tama ba? So all we have to do now is to prioritize our examinations tomorrow. Since 28 is a holiday and we have no time for this Carla. So we have to schedule our test tomorrow. Are you ready to have the test, to conduct the test tomorrow? Do we have the
Yes.
the materials, the testing material?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, so ingon ani na lang, we have to conduct the test tomorrow. Then on Wednesday, holiday man, so you do the checking. Then on the 29th and 30, the conduct of our kaning Carla. So you have to be oriented on what to do since our checking of forms is also next week, diba? So I scheduled checking, by school checking on July. What date gani yun? July, Monday, Tuesday. Ang pag-check sa school level. So that on Wednesday, July 3 and 4 is Monday, am I right? July 3 and 4 Monday. So you have to conduct the checking of forms thoroughly in your school. Then on Wednesday, it will be submitted in the district in preparation for the division checking on Thursday. Sa ang atong schedule will be on 5, the 5th day of July. Then after that, next week na po, no? Pagka next week will be the ano na recognition in the graduation ceremony. So we have to be gyud, double time now due to these hectic activities that we have. Today is also the releasing of the rice subsidy. Did you receive your rice already?
Yes po, Doc.
Oh, so ani ang ato ang buhaton, you have to claim your rice now at Piedad Central. For those schools na wala pa daw na claim, there are still 5 schools na wala pa na claim. So please claim it now or unya pa later, no, after your kuan, mag early early out mo din na sa school. Anyway, you have your CA naman for today's orientation. Then at the same time, you have to get your rice kung taga Toril mo. So paon na lang na ninyo karon diri. So this orientation this morning lang siya ha, gi-present lang pud ang mga slides, and again we will be representing na pud ang sa mga slides today para sa inyo ha, for you to know. Then if you have questions mamaya, so naaman tay mga focal persons kato nag-attend kaganiha for the reading, for the kindergarten, and for the mother tongue, you can ask. And we have also our school administrators na mo back up unya sa ato ang kuan after sa orientation. So again, what I have said, we have to double our time na karong panahon na because we are in a hurry na to accomplish all the forms. So wala pa ganin apil ang inyong ang inyong IPCRF na ulahi. So sige na lang, unahon sa gyud nato ni nga mga reports karon before ta mag-end sa ato ang school year. And mind you, napatay kabsayahan this coming Friday. So I hope na na ninyo no, na-arrange na inyong mga scouters who will be going to Malagos. And also, ang sa GSP, napatay katong sa Alano. So please, katong mga concern, no, please, na gyud ninyo, na nato tanan. That is why I eaten my lunch na karon pa lang gyud due to so many concerns in the district. So again, thank you so much for having this orientation, no, with our facilitators this afternoon. I hope that everything will be fine, and we have to have our unified interpretation later. Thank you and good afternoon. God bless everyone.
Right, thank you so much, Doc Irida A. Polentinos, our very own public schools district supervisor. At this moment of time, let's have our roll call. I request Ma'am Marisa Abantes, our district MPD coordinator. Ma'am Marisa.
Okay, good afternoon. Okay, so let's have the checking of attendance. Okay, from Piedad Central Elementary School. Okay, Alambre Elementary School.
All present po, ma'am.
Okay, so A. Loyola Elementary School.
Present po, ma'am.
I'm present po,
Bangkas
ma'am.
Elementary. Okay, Bangkas Elementary School. Bangkas Heights Elementary School. Batu Elementary School.
Present
po. Batolosa Elementary School.
Good afternoon, ma'am. All present po.
Okay, Manambulan Elementary School.
Po.
Mulig Elementary School. Quezon Elementary School. Taglono Elementary School.
Present.
Okay, Tungkalan.
Ma'am.
Okay, let's proceed to the IS, Baracayo Integrated School. Gasco and Santena Integrated School. San Isidro,
Present, ma'am.
San Miguel,
Present, ma'am.
Integrated
Present.
School.
San Isidro.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Present.
Okay, thank you very much.
Right, thank you so much, Ma'am Marisa Abantes, our District MTV Coordinator. I would like also to acknowledge our school administrators. Good afternoon po. All right. This reminders, send we will send a link for the attendance, and we also request our dear participants to please mute our microphone so that there will be no feedbacking. And regarding later on your questions, because we are presenting video, please take note of your questions because after the presentation, we will answer your questions one by one. All right? At this point of time, I request Sir Sim to present our video on Comprehensive Rapid Literacy Assessment Orientation, or the CRLA. Sige, Sir Sim. Allow me to share my screen.
Yes po, wala po sound. Dili madungog.
Procedures, the proper way of administering it is very important. And of course, submit all the results of CRLA. Sino nga ba itong si CRLA? Sino ba? Tawag natin minsan ay Carla. We'll be given a clearer view about CRLA. I will be able to have an in-depth knowledge uh, as to proper implementation and success of CRLA. Know the process. Okay. Capacitate on the use of CRLA, of those things. And let me present to you what we're supposed to talk about this afternoon. Okay, so for today, with the help of our competent and very helpful ABC Plus partners, they will give us an overview of the CRLA tools, especially focusing on the BOSY CRLA and what BOSY CRLA is all about. So they will also give us a walkthrough today. So like what you have mentioned, before the actual administration, they will walk us through the different tools and resources that we're going to use. Of course, the administration proper, its procedures, and of course, the manual scoring. Remember that this tool will be used nationwide, so it must be valid. So therefore, the procedures, the proper way of administering it is very important. And of course, through the help of our ABC specialists, they will also give us a tour on how we're going to submit all the results of these assessments that we're going to make. So that's a run through of what we're supposed to do. It's a whole afternoon, but we are hoping that this will be a fruitful one for everyone. Fruitful and productive. Tama po ba? Nakikita ko masaya-masaya si Sir Fernando. Tama po ba? At si Ma'am John sa QC. Dapat ma-happy po tayong lahat. Alam ko po na marami tayong ginagawa. But we are very sure that after this orientation, we will be more enlightened what CRLA is all about. So at this point, let me call our partner here from ABC Plus, Miss Janice Ferris to give us an overview of the ABC Plus and of course all about CRLA. Miss Janice, take it away.
Thank you, Miss Mona. Good afternoon po. Ayan. I'm very happy to be here to share all about the CRLA. But first, let me tell you about our project, the ABC Plus, or Advancing Basic Education in the Philippines. I'll be turning off my video to save on bandwidth. Thank you. Hold on. All right. So do you see my PowerPoint?
Yes, Miss Janice, we can see it
Thank you so
clearly.
much. All right. So, ABC Plus, or Advancing Basic Education in the Philippines, is a 5-year project of the Department of Education in partnership with USAID and implemented by RTI International. So, the project's focus is mainly on early grades, literacy, numeracy, and social emotional learning. We work in regions 5, 6, and some areas in BARM. Now, we have now expanded our reach, and we're also working with regions 8, 9, 4B, and a lot of other regions now that we've done CRLA nationwide. Okay? Um, so we have three main areas. We have instructional delivery. So this is where the training for the teachers, for the school heads, the leaders come in, right? And then we also have materials development. So we co-develop books in the mother tongue as well as Filipino and English with our DepEd partners. Um, we also have education system strengthening, where we help build and strengthen the system capacity of DepEd to support, sustain, and replicate improved early grade learning in all schools in the target regions. We follow these core principles as a project. So we believe in the we culture. So we exist with and for DepEd. So we consider ourselves partners. And then we are rooted in context. We try to determine the gaps together with DepEd and complement what DepEd is already doing to fill in those gaps, complement and support. We also believe in investing early. That's why our focus is on early grades. We believe that those foundational years are crucial to the holistic development of our learners. We also believe in collaboration. So education is a shared responsibility. And so we collaborate not only with DepEd, the schools and the teachers, we also collaborate with the communities and the homes. And then we value mother tongue. Okay, so we recognize that children learn better through the language that they speak at home. Okay, cute. Now, before I continue, would you have any questions on EBC Plus? And feel free to type them in the chat box or raise your hand if you do have questions. Okay. Right, thank you. Now, before I tell you all about the CRLA, I'd just like to ask first, what for you, what do teaching and learning how to read entail? What do we need to be able to teach reading effectively? Now, you may type your answers in the chat box. And remember, as teachers, we always remind our students it's good to try. So you also try today, no? So what for you as educators? What do teaching reading effectively entail? Yeah. What do you need? And sige po, type them in the chat box. Feel free. Any answers? Anyone who would like to share and their view on this? Oral language fluency in the target language to read in, to instill a love of reading. Loving your answer so far. I also believe in genuine love for reading. Yes, and how do we do that? How do we instill a love of reading? Okay, so we develop among children the comprehension skills. Yes, genuine love for reading or GLR through stories. Thank you. Maybe let's wait for a few more seconds. Others might still be typing. Yeah. We need resources. We need strategies. Yeah. Thank you so much for participating. Now, okay, nag-freeze ang aking screen. There. So, in teaching beginning reading, okay, there's one more answer. Hold on. Hi, ma'am. It entails the in-depth understanding of the basics in teaching reading. So our teachers have to be capacitated. Thank you so much. Now, there are 5 Ts. There are a lot of things that we need to be able to teach reading effectively. But there are 5 Ts that are very crucial. And I have them here. I have the first 3 here. Let's play a little game. Let's guess what these 5 Ts are. You have pictures as clues as well as the number of letters in each in each T. Ayan, the big 6 of reading. Wow. Sige po, ayan. Let's start guessing. Nagta-type na po yung iba. So what could be this one? Look at the picture and then there are 4 letters to this T. Time. All right, we'll find out later if it's indeed time. And then, wow, ang bilis naman sumagot ng iba. Hindi ako makaka-catch up. Yan. And then this one, what could this be? Let's see. The others are saying teaching, teacher, and then nag-advance na yung iba. Text and tool for the last one. Okay? Now, let's go to the last 2. Ay, ayan, nag-freeze talaga siya. Ayan, ano naman kaya tong dalawa na to? Tool, all right, that's 4 letters. What else? Test. And this one, tongue, okay? It's hard to capture this last one through a picture, but I can see it seems like this group is very active and they have a lot of guesses. Okay, thank you so much for participating. So indeed, thank you. So the 5 Ts are time, teaching, text, test, and tongue. Now I have a short video, very short video to explain these 5 Ts of reading instruction. Yung playback speed lang po na gagamitin natin for all our videos today, it's a little fast. Konti lang naman para po we can keep within the time limit given to us. But you may download this. Later I will show you where you can download this and watch it again. And all of our other videos for today. All right, here you go. Okay, yung sound, nakalimutan ko yatang i-share yung sound. Let me do that again. Oo nga, hindi naka-share yung sound. All right. There you go. So you see the video.
Imagine where you would be if you couldn't read. Reading unlocks a world of possibilities and is a basic right for every child. In the classroom, a child who can't read will have trouble learning math, science, social studies, and every other subject. In life, it means the inability to read instructions on a medicine bottle, a signpost, or a map, and to communicate in the technological world. Unlike learning to speak, which comes simply by being exposed to language, learning to read requires explicit instruction. Fortunately, there has been extensive scientific research on reading instruction. The ingredients include a healthy child, a supportive family, a safe and supportive school, effective teachers, and teaching practice. Learning to read requires our attention to what we call the 5 Ts. These are time, teaching, text, tongue, testing. Let's explore these Ts. Time. Reading instruction can only happen if there is a sufficient time in the school day allocated to it. Ideally, reading should be taught for at least 45 minutes a day. For the magic to happen, the child and the teacher must be in the classroom together. Children are also encouraged to practice reading at home, or during breaks or lunchtime. Teaching. Teachers must be trained to provide systematic reading instructions that build the child's reading skills. Teaching techniques for reading include helping children become aware of sounds through rhymes, songs, board and card games, identifying letters and the associated sounds. Associate an image to a word and a picture to a story. Recall facts from a written text like, what was the color of the character's shirt? And understand information that is not directly stated in the text. For example, how the characters felt or what the child might have done if she were the character in the story. Teachers must be familiar with these methods or techniques. This requires training and follow-up support as they are mastering the new methods in the classroom. It can take teachers 3 years or more to truly master a new approach to teaching. Text. Learning to read requires that children practice reading. Children must have plenty of opportunity to have eyes on text in order to master their reading skills. Classrooms and schools must be provided with books appropriate for each child's age and skill level. Big books for young children and for beginning readers. Leveled reading books and word walls, word pockets, and word trees for incidental reading and to support active involvement during teaching. It is not enough to have text and books in the classroom. Teachers need to encourage children to use them. Teachers' guides help teachers know how to support the children's use of the books and promote genuine reading rather than simply repeating stories written on the blackboard. Tongue. Children learn to read best in the language or tongue that they speak most freely. Imagine that a child learns how to sound out letters to form a word, but the child does not know what the word means. This is what happens when a child learns to read in a foreign language, and it makes it very difficult for the child to comprehend what he is reading. To teach in the local language, mother tongue, teachers and pupils should have access to books in that language, and the teacher should be fluent in that language. The fifth and last T is testing. Testing is more than the end of grade or term exam. Testing should be used regularly throughout each lesson to know if pupils are learning what is being taught. This type of assessment allows the teacher to know if he needs to provide more support to a learner on a specific skill while he is being taught, rather than waiting until the end of a unit or term to determine if the pupil is on track. The sooner the teacher can identify gaps in skills and understanding, the sooner the teacher can help to fill those gaps and pupils can progress in their reading. To support the implementation of these 5 T's, an education system needs to communicate expectations for learning outcomes and teacher engagement, monitor progress against those expectations, and prioritize resources to fill the biggest identified needs. It is important that everyone shares the same expectations for what it means to read, and to read with comprehension, and by when. It is the role of the Department of Education, or DepEd, to clearly define in a measurable way the progress toward reading. DepEd communicates those expectations to schools and teachers, and shares them also to the local government units for a holistic support to quality education. Once these expectations are communicated and understood, it is important to measure the progress of children against these expectations by setting achievable targets. This becomes part of the overall monitoring of the system and included in existing supervision routines. In this way, the focus of monitoring shifts from identifying whether something is being done or not to identifying the gaps and solving problems. Planners can use monitoring data to compare schools and prioritize support to those most in need. This way, all children are provided equitable opportunities to learn, and all children have the opportunity to learn to read to their full potential.
Ayan, thank you so much for watching the video. Now, so there you go. Those are the 5 T's, and we've heard how important this. I'm sure we already know the importance of these 5 T's. It's just a good reminder for all of us. Now, during the pandemic, we realized that what we really lost in the 5 T's, mainly is time, and everything is anchored on the time. Also not only during the pandemic. When we have big class time, we don't get to spend enough time with our students, right? At least not in small groups and not in one-on-one. So when we didn't have enough time during the pandemic, we couldn't give direct instruction. We couldn't teach them the way we would ideally teach. The learners had restricted access to their materials, and we didn't get to we did, no, because we found ways, but again, not in the we did this in new ways, okay, different ways that we would normally do in the tongue, but that's what we lost during the pandemic. that's also why one of the reasons why we developed, co-designed the CRLA with DepEd. Now, out of the 5 T's, which T do you think should be the first step to teaching reading? Yan, can you type your answers in the chat box, please? Yan. Yan. Which T should be the first step to teaching beginning reading? Is it time? Is it teaching, text, tongue, or test? Yan, I see lots of guesses here. Thank you. Keep them coming. Yeah. What do you usually do first before you teach reading or anything actually? And somebody said tongue. A lot of you said tongue and time. And some said test or assess. Yeah, thank you. So, the first step to teaching reading really is test or assessment. Why? Because we need to know where students are so that we can design our lessons around what they are already know, and then help them move up slowly, help them improve slowly. So what happens when our lessons, our activities for our students not are not appropriate for their ability level, current ability level? For example, our lessons are too easy for them. What might happen po? Can we type in the chat box? Yan. Test to profile them and know where to start. Thank you po. Yan. So if, for example, if the lessons are too easy, okay, our students might get bored or overwhelmed. Okay, bored kapag ka daw sa isang end ng spectrum and maybe overwhelmed sa other end. Ano po ba yung other end? What if our instruction is too difficult for our students? What might happen? They might get overwhelmed. Ano pa po? Yan. Ano pang pwedeng, they might get left behind. Why would they get left behind? Because they will get frustrated. When someone is frustrated or discouraged, what happens? Yan. So you won't get the expected or desired results. Yes. Yan. Okay. So they might get frustrated and get discouraged. Okay. So, and feel demotivated. So that's why we test, right? We do this in our classroom on a daily basis. We want to know where they are already so that we can meet them there and then help them improve. So, yeah, that's where the CRLA comes in. Now, I have here this G Drive. I'll give you a quick tour right now because everything that I will be presenting to you is here in this G Drive. So let me switch to that. Okay, there. So when you click on the link that I just reposted in the chat box, it will take you here. And here you will see several folders. The first folder, it's called Final Tools. It's arranged according to language. This is where your CRLA tools are. So for example, Ilocano. When you click on that, you'll find here your mother tongue tools as well as your Filipino and English tools. I'll show you one, no? Okay. Yeah, for example, this is Samba, grade 1, and then grade 2, right? So they're print ready. The PDF files are print ready, but we also included the editable files, the Word files, in case you want to, for example, make the letters bigger, okay? But we use the alphabeto font for your tools. Now, we also have in our G Drive, okay, the home learning partner orientation, as mentioned earlier, no, we believe in collaboration. So this is not just about just a collaboration among DepEd and ABC Plus, but as well as with the home learning partners. So we have this, you will see later what this is all about. And then administration and scoring. How do we use the tool and how do we score our students so that we can determine their reading ability. And then we have printable score sheets and class records, and then Excel score sheets and class summary and other related resources. So I'll just we'll explore each folder as we get to that part po. So now let's see. Let's go back to the comprehensive rapid literacy assessment. So what is this and why are we doing this and how are we going to use the comprehensive rapid literacy assessment? So the main goal of the CRLA is to quickly classify the learners according to reading profiles and then identify those who need additional support in reading. So that it's basically all about providing targeted support to our learners. Okay, so this one, it's a very short tool. That's why we call this rapid because it can be administered within 5 to 8 minutes. In fact, those who already have a firm grasp of the process can administer this tool in less than 5 minutes, administer it effectively in less than 5 minutes. It's also low tech and multimodal. So that means if you're doing this face to face, you only need one sheet of paper for the child and also one sheet of paper for you, for your entire class. Okay. And then, or if you're doing this online, administering it remotely, you only need to flash one slide, right? And then it's teacher led and teacher scored. It's standardized and benchmark valid. We've tested all of our CRLA packages, and it's also replicable, scalable, and sustainable. So we started with 3 languages: Central Bicol, Hiligaynon, and Maguindanon. But now, we have CRLA in all 19 major languages of the Philippines plus more. Okay? Now, this is what it looks like. We this is in the G Drive, of course. So we have the learner sheet. This is what the learner will see when you conduct the assessment. And you only need to print 1 or 2 copies. You don't need to print one for each child because you will not leave this with the child. Okay, with your students. Okay, this will stay with you. So one learner sheet only per grade level per language. Okay, then you have here the quick guide, but you also have the long guide. Right? Now, what are the competencies assessed in the CRLA? Now, there are a lot of skills and competencies in literacy. But since this is a rapid tool, we've chosen the most crucial ones, okay, so that when you assess your students on these skills, you can get enough data to be able to plan for remediation. Okay, so for the beginning of school year, which will be our focus today, we are focusing on phonological awareness, alphabet knowledge, and decoding. So this being the start of the school year, we really wanted our tool to be as short and as non-threatening to the child as possible. Okay, so this is the beginning of the school year. You're still getting to know each other. You probably don't even know each other yet, you and your students. So we really don't want anything lengthy for them. Okay, but at the same time, we want to get enough data. So at the start of the school year, we already know our students are. We can start planning for them. We don't need to wait until the end of the quarter. Okay, so there. And then, of course, we understand we cannot call our children readers unless they read with fluency and comprehension. That's our goal, really, right? So we have the fluency and comprehension for the middle of the school year and end of the school year. We already have the end of school year CRLA for some languages. And so for Grade one, you have one tool, mother tongue. So that means you only need 5 minutes per child. For grade two, we have mother tongue and Filipino. That means you only spend 10 minutes, right, on each child. And then for grade three, mother tongue, Filipino, and English. So that will take you around 15 minutes per child only. Okay, so for your appreciation, we would like to let you know that the our CRLA tools, we developed all of them together with DepEd teachers and supervisors from the very start, from the design to the item development workshops to a series of quality assurance sessions, as well as field and pilot testings. Okay? Um, it we really took a lot of time to develop our tool to make sure that this tool really tests what you need to test so that you can get data that will help you in your teaching. So yan, medyo marami yan. Mahaba yung proseso na pinagdaanan ng bawat tool. Now, these are the languages that we already have for the CRLA. Yan. Ay, actually, dapat pala in-update ko na to, no? Kasi yung we added 10 of the 9 out of the 19 major languages. So, kompleto na actually yung 19 major languages. Okay, let me update that later. Now, we call this a CRLA package because it's not only this tool, this one, this that you will get. You'll also get orientation workshops like this one that we're having right now. And then you also have other resources in the G Drive, like videos that you can watch, and then written guides or detailed guides, or what we call actually scripts to help you. Okay, we will explore each one later. And then we also have simulation videos. Um, some regions have already implemented the CRLA, and so we gathered their feedback, their experiences, and wrote some videos to help new users use the CRLA more easily. Okay, so for example, we have home learning partner orientation videos. So our teachers have encountered parents who who resisted CRLA because they thought the CRLA would affect their child's grades, or they are afraid of the other parents finding out about their child's performance, and a lot of other worries. And those are all valid. Okay, as home learning partners, parents, or guardians, we can understand that. So in these videos, you will get some tips on how you can address such worries effectively. Like, and still, at the end of the conversation, you still get their support. Now, we also have simulation videos on how to administer the different tasks of the CRLA, and we will watch some later. Okay? Yan. So let me check the chat box, no? Baka kasi may questions. All right. If you have questions, type them in the chat box. We'll be monitoring them and addressing them later. Now, let's see. Ito naman po yung post-administration. So you've already used the CRLA, you've administered it. We have Excel automated score sheets that automatically computes the scores for you and determines the reading profiles for you and gives you a quick view of the standing of your class, of your school, okay, and then later on of your division and region through what we call a data portal or dashboard. My colleague, Sir Emil, will be talking all about this later. Now, of course, after you've administered the CRLA and you already know where your students standing in terms of reading, we do have some resources that can help you plan for remediation. there's a dedicated folder for this in our G Drive. So we have the reading profiles video explainers. So this explains what each profile mean. Later, I'll tell you what you might wonder. What is a reading profile? Later, I'll tell you. And you will see here some suggested activities for each grade level and each reading profile. Okay? All right. So CRLA training, like what we're having now, orientation workshop like what we're having now, and it's all part of the package. Now, before I continue, I would just like to emphasize, no, I've already shown you how the time it takes and to develop one CRLA tool. So the BOSI CRLA, which you're going to have access to today, it was developed using a meticulous process to ensure a standardized, accurate, and authentic measure of children's reading levels. So to maintain the integrity of BOSI CRLA, we are requesting you not to share the BOSI CRLA package and administration video explainers to your home learning partners. This is exclusively for the schools and the teachers. Okay, we'll have more about this later. And again, as mentioned earlier, the learner sheets, the sheets that the children will read from, they're not going to stay with them. Okay, you will need to retrieve them after administration. So that's how we protect our CRLA, so that we can continue using this for years. Up. Now, of course, we have resources, diba, that I showed you. Those resources you can share with your home learning partners. Okay. So now, this time a disclaimer. So the items in this presentation are dummy items. That means they're fake. Okay. For the correct items, you will need to download your language from the folder I just showed you earlier. So we're using dummy items here because we are going to be, we need, it's a one way to protect our CRLA tools. Okay. So I'd like to share this reflection from Teacher Mila, who used our CRLA, I think, 2 years ago, who started using the CRLA 2 years ago. So the CRLA made me look at assessment differently. Since it is not graded, my focus was on identifying the gaps in my students' learning so I can help them. It is not about my performance as a teacher. It is not about how intelligent my students are. It is about what and how else they can learn. There is less pressure on my students and their parents. I use the data for our remedial program. So I think this is very important. I especially like what she said about the CRLA not being a reflection of you as a teacher. Our focus really here is the students and what they need to be able to become better leaders. That's it. That's all CRLA is all about. Okay? So now let's practice using the BOSI CRLA. We will first be uh, I'll first be showing you on how you can effectively get your home learning partners involved in the CRLA, and then how to use the tool, how to score, and how to profile your students, and then the recording and submission of results. Okay? Now, when you use the CRLA, you'll be able to group your students into by reading ability. So we have four, and we call them reading profiles. Now, here it says here grade ready. Now, the BOSI CRLA is administered at the very beginning of the school year. So that means the tool, the content, it was based on the previous grade level. For example, a grade one student right now at the beginning, a grade one student at the beginning of the school year would be tested on how well they have mastered the preschool concepts and skills. Okay, and if they have mastered them, then we can consider them grade ready. That means ready to learn concepts and skills for their current grade level. So if it's grade 2 at the beginning of the school year, then the content is based on grade 1. If it's grade 3, the content is based on grade 2, right? Now, we also have 3 refresher profiles. Refresher means they have not, there are still things that they need to learn more about, okay, at different levels. So, for example, a light refresher child, you could consider them as having a firm grasp of the previous grade level concepts and skills. They just need practice to improve accuracy. They don't need a lot of assistance from you. They know how to do things, but you can give them activities, materials for practice so that they can get grade ready. A moderate refresher, however, somehow has a grasp of the previous grade level concepts and skills, but they still need a lot of assistance from you and a lot of practice. And then for full refresher, a full refresher student, a full refresher student has not, how do I say this? Uh, Majority of the concepts and skills, prerequisite concepts and skills, they should have learned. They did not learn. They did not acquire those skills. And so you need to reteach them. Okay, there is no way. It's very difficult for a child, for example, a grade 3 child. You find that a grade 3 child is at full refresher level. It's very hard to give them grade 3 instruction, grade 3 materials, grade 3 activities, because they will not be able to um, benefit from them. They won't even understand them or won't know how to process the lesson or do the activities. That's why we meet them where they are. Okay, so I would like to show you the content where we got the items from. So for grade 1, at the end of kinder, the end of school year expectation is that the child has firm alphabet knowledge. That means the child can already recognize the letters, name them, and give their letter sounds. Okay? Um, However, since this is a rapid tool, we are focusing on the letter sounds. Um, we don't need the letter names to be able to read. Even if we don't know the names of the alphabet, we can still read as long as we know the sounds and know how to blend those sounds. That's why this is our focus for the CRLA. Yes, in your classroom, you assess the letter names, that's great. But for the CRLA, this is sufficient. Now, we also have rhyming words because a child who is not grade ready, who is not at grade level in terms of their reading ability, would you would probably need to work on their phonological awareness skills. Okay, first before you can get them to the alphabet knowledge level. Now for grade 2, the tasks here are sentence reading and word recognition. So where did we get the words for this tool? We base them on the grade 1 primer and grade 1 storybooks, grade 1 lessons. Okay, so these words are the most familiar words, useful words to them, like maybe parts of the body, family members, places in the community, and words with simple syllable patterns. So ito yung ano ba, patinig, katinig, patinig, yan. As opposed to grade 3. Okay, the tasks are the same, but the words are different. So here we made sure that we used words with specific phonics patterns, such as consonant clusters, digraphs, and diphthongs. For some languages, there's the schwa or the silent letters. Okay, now because these patterns are taught in grade 2. So at the end of grade 2, they should be able to read words like this anymore. So not so simple anymore. Okay? But what if, right? The child, you have students who cannot read sentences with specific phonics patterns. Okay, what if you have children who cannot sound out the letters? Okay, so you um you help them, right? Now, what could possibly be the main focus areas of your remediation? These are our suggestions. So for grades 2 and 3, a light refresher student, okay, may have difficulty with specific phonics patterns. They might know some, but not all. So you'll with our tool, you'll be able to see which patterns are these, because we targeted all of the phonics patterns or the uniqueness and nuances of each language. Will be able to determine the which, for example, types of words they have difficulty with. Now, for moderate refresher, okay, a moderate refresher child may still be at grade 1 level. Yes, kahit grade 3, baka nasa grade 1 pa lang siya. So that means focus ka muna sa alphabet knowledge, strengthen muna ito. But a full refresher child, kahit grade 3 pa yan, may be at grade 1 level or even lower. And your focus would be on phonological awareness. Okay, so in teaching beginning reading, we train the ears first. We we train our students to hear individual sounds, to manipulate sounds, to isolate sounds, to combine sounds. Those are the foundations of beginning reading. So focus here, because you cannot force alphabet knowledge if their reading skills, listening skills are not there yet. Okay, so there. I have a chat here. Let's see. Okay, good afternoon, Paul. Do we need to vary the CRA reading profiles with this prescribed reading profiles we have? All right. Okay, I think this is a question that the BCT can answer for you later during the question and answer. Thank you, Sir Noel. All right. Now, let's see. This is the grade 1 tool. We'll And then we'll be practicing here later. We'll also be practicing grade 2 and grade 3 Mother Tongue and Filipino. The task types are the same. That's why we're going to show you one example only. And then we have English. Right? Now, okay, hindi pa yung thank you. Meron pa tayong gagawin. So, meron na kayong overview ng CRLA and the different reading profiles. Now, dissect na po natin. Let's go to the home learning partner orientation. So, for the home learning partner orientation, okay, we have a guide and everything is here. It's written in English, but there's a space for you to write to
Check, test. All right, this time let's proceed to the administration of the CRLA because HLP, we're no longer need to conduct the HLP because we are going to conduct the CRLA face to face. So again, let me share my screen.
Buhangin, paningin. Hindi po. Ay, saglit lang, teacher. Buhangin, paningin. Opo, teacher. Magkasing tunog sila.
Ako? Sako? Mo magkasing huling tunog? Ako malaman iyon.
So, yan. Paano kung itatanong ng bata kung ilan ang nakuha niyang tama? Ano ang actions po ninyo? Yan. Paano niyo i-deflect yun? Merong ganyan, tama po kayo. Actually, kung may chance sana tayong mag-simulation, isa yan sa mga scenario natin. Batang nagtatanong kung tama ang sagot. Kung ilan ang nakuha niyang tama. Meron pa nga nagtatanong kada item. Tama po. By time, pwede po kayo magbahagi. Yan. Sige po. Yung iba, dahil kilala nila yung estudyante or nabigyan na sila ng tips ng previous teacher,
Bali na gani nila o gi ano-ano nila.
at andito yung simulations. Yan. Okay po? Okay. So let's play this.
Hi, Cheryl! Ako nga pala si Teacher Marinel, ang iyong magiging guro sa grade 1. Kumusta ka?
Okay lang po ako, Teacher Marinel. Masaya po akong makita ka.
Masaya rin ako makita ka. Ano ang iyong ginawa bago mag-online?
Kumain po ako ng almusal, teacher.
Ano ang iyong kinain?
Itlog po at kanin, teacher. Ang sarap.
Wow! Mukhang masarap nga ang almusal mo, Cheryl. Bago tayo magsimula, gusto mo ba na uminom muna?
Ayoko po, teacher.
Gusto mo ba na magbanyo muna para umihi?
Ayoko po, teacher.
Sige. Ngayong araw, tayo ay magkakaroon ng dalawang laro. Ang unang laro natin ay may kinalaman sa mga letra. Mamaya ako naman sasabihin sa iyo ang magiging pangalawang laro natin. Excited ka na ba?
Yay! Paborito ko po ang maglaro.
Natutuwa akong malaman yan. Tandaan mo ha, na laro lamang ito. At ayos lang na magkamali. Gusto ko lang na gawin mo ang makakaya mo at mag-enjoy ka. Handa ka na ba?
Opo, teacher.
Magsimula na tayo. Tingnan mo ang unang kahon. Maraming mga letra sa loob ng kahon. Gusto ko na sabihin mo sa akin ang mga tunog ng bawat letra ng maayos at malakas. Tingnan mo ang arrow sa iyong screen. Ano ang letrang ito? O anong letra ito nakaturo?
Letter A po, teacher.
Tama. Sa letrang iyan, tayo magsisimula ng ating laro. Ano ang tunog ng letter A?
A.
Yan ay ang pangalan ng letra. Ano ang kanyang tunog?
Alam ko po. A.
Sunod.
W.
Ano ang tunog ng letrang iyan, Cheryl?
Hindi ko po alam, teacher.
Ayos lang. Sige, sunod.
U.
Ano ang tunog ng letrang iyan?
Hindi ko po alam, teacher.
Sige, sunod.
M. Alam ko po ang tunog niyan.
Sunod.
Madali lang po yan. Oo.
Sunod.
Letter D.
Sunod.
G.
Sunod.
B. Katulad po ng B sa bata.
Sunod.
T.
Sunod.
V.
Wow! Magaling! Natapos na natin ang una nating laro. Gusto mo ba na uminom muna?
Ayoko po, teacher. Hindi po ako nauuhaw.
Okay. Ngayon, ang ating laro ay may kinalaman sa pakikinig. May sasabihin akong 2 salita. Pakinggan mo sila ng maigi. Sabihin mo sa akin kung sila ay nagra-rhyme o kung sila ay magkasing huling tunog. Ang isagot mo ay opo kung ang mga salita ay magkasing huling tunog. At ang isagot mo ay hindi po kung hindi.
Opo, teacher.
Subukan natin ang unang halimbawa. Ube, bibe. Sila ba ay nagra-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Hindi ko po alam, teacher.
Ang salitang ube ay nagtatapos sa tunog na be. Ang salitang bibe naman ay nagtatapos sa tunog na be. Sila ba ay nagra-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Opo, teacher.
Paano naman ang kasoy, ilog? Sila ba ay nagra-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Hindi ko po alam, teacher.
Ang salitang kasoy ay nagtatapos sa tunog na soy. Ang ilog naman ay nagtatapos sa tunog na log. Sila ba ay nagra-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Soy. Log. Hindi po, teacher. Hindi po sila magkatulad.
Magaling! Ngayon, maaari na tayong magsimula sa ating laro.
Yay!
Ayan po, emphasize ko lang na hindi ito pinapakita sa bata. Ito po ay nandito para masundan ninyo yung simulation. Yun lang po siya. Yan kasi for the teachers lang naman ito. Teacher reference lang. Also, you will see the teacher scoring, diba po? Pinakita din namin yan kung, para po masundan po din ninyo yung simulation video. Pero we ask you to score discreetly. Yung hindi masyadong mabaling yung atensyon ng bata dun sa score sheet ninyo para makafocus lang talaga siya sa task. At ayun. So, maraming bata, alam na nila ibig sabihin ng check at saka X, no? Kaya yung iba, gumawa sila ng sariling sistema. Halimbawa, dot lang kapag tama. Pagka mali, walang dot. Or kung anumang sistema ang meron kayo para hindi ma-distract po yung bata. And again, hindi natin sasabihin sa bata yung score nila. Hindi nila kailangan malaman yun. Kasi ang gusto lang talaga natin ay makagawa ng informed instruction para sa kanila. Okay? Continue.
Ati, ngiti. Sila ba ay nagra-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Opo.
Bato, kami. Sila ba ay nagra-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Hindi po.
Gawa, buko. Sila ba ay nagra-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Hindi po, teacher.
Buhangin, paningin. Sila ba ay nag-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Buhangin, paningin. Hindi po. Ay, saglit lang, teacher. Buhangin, paningin. Opo, teacher, magkasing tunog sila.
Ako, sako. Sila ba ay nag-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Hindi po, teacher.
Itahon, panahon. Sila ba ay nag-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Opo.
Hindi. Tigla. Sila ba ay nag-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Hindi po.
Nasunog, tumunog. Sila ba ay nag-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Hindi po.
Tago, luha. Sila ba ay nagra-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Opo.
Sumilong, tinapay. Sila ba ay nagra-rhyme o magkasing huling tunog?
Hindi po.
Salamat sa pagsali mo sa aking dalawang laro, Cheryl. Nag-enjoy ako. Ikaw ba? Nag-enjoy ka ba?
Sobrang nag-enjoy po ako, teacher. Maglaro po tayo ulit sa susunod, ha?
Natutuwa ako malaman iyon. Maglalaro tayo at matututo sa susunod. Hanggang sa muli. Ingat ka.
Salamat po, teacher.
Ayan po. So, yan. Paano kung itatanong ng bata kung ilan ang nakuha niyang tama? Ano ang isasagot ni teacher? Sige po, ibalik ko po yan sa inyo. Ano po yung hindi nating sasabihin yung score ng bata, pero nagtanong, ano po yung suggestions po ninyo? Yan. Paano niyo i-deflect yun? Merong ganyan, tama po kayo. Actually, kung may chance sana tayong mag-simulation, isa yan sa mga scenario natin. Batang nagtatanong kung tama ang sagot. Kung ilan ang nakuha niyang tama. Meron pa nga nagtatanong kada item. Tama po? Tama po? Yan. Paano niyo i-handle yun as teachers? Pwede pong suggest yung iba by typing in the chat box or raising your hand. Yan. Anyone? Pwede po kayong magbahagi. Ay. Yan. Sige po. Yung iba, dahil kilala nila yung estudyante or nabigyan na sila ng tips ng previous teacher, nagde-deflect sa pamamagitan ng, ay, wala tong score, nagpa-practice lang tayo. Ganun yung atake ng iba. Depende kasi talaga sa pagkakakilala sa bata. Yung bata naman na nagtatanong, tama po ba? Ayan. Sabi niya, thank you for trying. Yung next naman, subukan mo uli. Parang nagde-deflect lang talaga sila ng nagde-deflect. Clarifications po, ma'am. Sa grade 2, valid dalaw po maging assessment. Yes po, Mother Tongue and Filipino. And grade 3, tatlo. Tama po. Mother Tongue, Filipino, and English. Okay. So, yun po yung grade 1. Ngayon po, mag-practice po tayong mag-score. Ayan. Ngayon po, ayan. Bali dito po sa inyong score sheet, ito po siya, no? Ayan. So, nandito po sa upper left ay meron tayong guide, scoring guide. And then sa right side naman po ay meron tayong reading profiles. So let's start with the recording of the score. Si Cheryl yung estudyante kanina, no? Lagyan nyo lang yung date ng assessment. And then, ano ba yung score niya sa task 1? Now, we recommend na nagmamarka talaga kayo kada item. Hindi po yung tatandaan lang nyo kung ano na yung tama niyang sagot o ilan na ba yung tama niyang sagot. Tapos isusulat nyo pagkatapos ng assessment. Medyo minsan hindi natin maiwasan, pwede nating makalimutan yon or pwede tayong malito. So yung iba nagaganyan sila. Ayan, tama sa una. Pangalawa, mali. Pangatlo, mali. Pang-apat, tama. Ayan. O halimbawa, 3 yung tama niya sa task 1. Basahin natin yung guide dito sa scoring. Okay, sandali lang po. Yan. If, according to this guide, ano yung task 2 ng bata dapat? Saan tayo pupunta? Sa rhyming words ba, sa rhymes, or sa letters? Okay, if task 1 score is 0 to 6, go to rhymes. If task 1 score is 7 to 10, go to letters. Can you type in the chat box? Yan. Sige, Ma'am Marilyn, pakita ko po yung tool. Nandun po yung English. Sige po. Ano muna yung ating task 2 dapat? Kung 3 ang score ng bata sa task 1, ano ang task 2 niya? Remember, pipili lang kayo ng isa. Ayan, meron ng sumagot. Rhymes, rhymes. Oo, kasi yung score niya ay nagpo-fall under the first one, 0 to 6. So, rhymes yung kanyang second task. Okay? So, let's see. I-ano po natin, no? I-X na natin tong letters kasi hindi na natin yan kailangan gawin. Halimbawa, sa rhymes, ano naman siya? 6. Wow, mataas. Okay? So, ano po bang pwedeng ibig sabihin nito? Pwedeng yung kanyang phonological awareness ay somehow na implanta na sa kanya. Okay, meron na siyang idea kung ano yon at kulang na lang siya sa consistency. So, alam niyo na kung ano magiging focus niyo, no? Hasain niyo siya sa phonological awareness sa skills. So, ngayon, dahil kahit papano ay okay yung kanyang auditory discrimination skills, pwede nyo na rin siyang sabayan ng letter recognition. So, kasi most likely, kung hindi niya nasabi yung letter sounds, baka hindi rin niya na-recognize yung letters. Or kung na-recognize niya yung letters, hindi niya pa alam yung sound. So, usually po, ito po yung cases na na-observe natin. Halimbawa, ano to ha, syempre hindi ito blanket, no? So, halimbawa yung isa ay 3 lang yung task 1 niya. Tapos yung rhymes niya mababa pa rin. Ay hindi, ano pala, mataas. So, katulad nito 6. So, ayun po, baka hindi po na-recognize ng bata yung letters, kaya hindi niya nabigay sounds. Pero meron naman mataas po sa task 1, ay mababa sa task 1, mababa pa rin sa task 3. So, ano po ba yung mga pwedeng maging focus dyan? So, yun po yung mga titignan natin. Kaya po, hindi total score lang yung nalalagay natin. Kada task. Kasi kada task ay magbibigay sa atin ng idea kung nasaan na yung bata. Okay? Yan. So, ayun po. Ngayon, base dito, meron na tayong 3 at 6. Ilan na po yung total score? Can you type in the chat box? Total score is 9. Ngayon po, saan kaya tayo titingin na box? Merong 2 boxes for reading profiles. Doon ba tayo sa rhyme score box or sa letter score box titingin? Can you type in the chat box? Rhyme score box or letter score box? Rhyme score box daw, sabi ni Sir Ace. Sir Fernando, rhyme score. Aba, lahat kayo rhyme score. Opo, sa rhyme score box tayo titingin kasi rhymes na task yung in-administer natin. So, according to the rhyme score box, what is the reading profile of the child? Ano na po? Let's see. Full refresher. Okay, FR. Ngayon po, importante po no na alam din natin ito kung paano ma-determine yung reading profile. Kasi po kung mapapansin nyo, yung score na 9 ay nandito rin naman, no? 7 to 9, 16, light refresher. So, ibig sabihin, yung iba, nalilito sila na ilalagay nila light refresher kasi nandito nga rin naman yung 9. Yun. Pero ang needs ng full refresher na bata ay ibang-iba sa needs ng light refresher na bata. Okay? Kaya po dapat mag-ingat tayo sa pag-determine ng reading profile. Let's make sure we are looking at the correct box. We are referring to the correct box. Ngayon po, wag naman kayong mag-alala. Kasi po, meron naman tayong automated Excel score sheets na nagko-compute sa atin para sa atin at nagdi-determine ng reading profile. Pero syempre, alam niyo na po, pag nagkaroon ng problem sa technology, pwede natin gawing mano-mano. Okay? Kasi alam natin kung paano. Actually po, pag nag-administer kayo para mabilis, kahit hanggang task 1 lang, tsaka task 2 lang na scores ang ilagay nyo. Itong mga to, itong columns na to, ay hindi ito, total score, reading profile, kahit sa susunod na nyo yan gawin. Alright? And remarks, of course, ilagay nyo yung observations nyo. Makakakita kayo ng patterns. Most likely, halimbawa po, ay puro uppercase yung mali niya, baka dito siya struggle. Okay, di ba? Puro lowercase, ay parang yung mga letters na may tails, hindi pa niya alam. So, yung mga ganun po, ilagay niyo po yun lahat dito. O kaya, alam niya yung letter names, pero hindi yung letter sounds. Ganyan. So, ilagay niyo yun dito kasi yun yung makatutulong sa inyo to plan for remediation. Ngayon po, yung ating space for remarks sa Excel ay expandable. Kaya pwede kayong maglagay ng marami na remarks. Okay? Sige, isang practice na lang po. How about if the child score here is 8? Yan. Ano naman po ang task 2 niya? Is it rhymes or letters? Type in the chat box. Ang score niya ay 8 sa task 1. Uy, letters task. That's right. According to this guide, ang task 2 niya ay letters. So this one, i-X na natin to. Hindi na natin yan i-administer. Dito, halimbawa, ano siya? Naka 9 naman siya dito. See, the total score is, ilan po? 17. Ngayon po, saang box tayo titingin? Rhyme score box or read letter score box? Ingat po tayo. Rhyme score box or letter score box? Saan tayo titingin? Letter score box. And according to the letter score box, ang kanyang reading profile ay, pakitype. Tingnan ko ulit. Grade ready siya. Okay? So, ayan. Grade ready. Ngayon po, again, ingat tayo, no? Kasi, kung mano-mano natin itong gagawin, pwede rin yung 17 na score ay nasa moderate refresher. Okay, pero again, ang need ng moderate refresher ay malayo sa grade ready. Diba? Yun po. So, ingat lang po tayo doon. Yeah. So, yun po, yung grade 1. Let me check for some questions before I go to grade 2. Yan. Thank you po for participating. Ayan. Thank you so much. Alright. So, sige po. That's grade 1. Now, let's go to grades 2 and 3, Mother Tongue and Filipino. May isang example tayo kasi yung task types niya pareho. Yung words and sentences lang ang iba. Yung process po ay pareho. So, dito po, ito po yung task 1, sentences. There are 2 sentences na 5 words per sentence. Ngayon po,
bumulagakan ko rin nabili. Kasi ma-short na po noon. Ha? Kasi ma-short na po noon. Kani mong inatid ka mas la. Depende gani. Ya ako mag-consider para po ha. Ito.
Na-recognize yung letter? Alam niya ba yung sounds? At na-blend niya ba yung sounds ng letters? Yun, hanggang decoding po yung tinitignan natin dito sa CRLA at yun din po yung nire-record natin. Pero po, again, pwede po tayong magsulat ng observations natin. So, pwede nating isulat na hindi tama yung phrasing niya pag nagbabasa siya. So, doon tayo magpo-focus. Yes, nakakabasa siya, pero kailangan niyang matutong magbasa sa may tamang expression, nagpa-follow sa punctuation and all that. Okay? Paano naman, teacher, kapag ang pagbasa niya ay masyadong mabagal, ganito. Maglinis tayo. Yan. Paano pag ganun? May score pa rin ba yun? Let's go back again to the skills for assessing decoding. So, na-recognize niya yung letters, nabigay niya yung tunog, at na-blend niya yung mga tunog na yun. Kaya, meron pa rin siyang point. Ngayon po, inonote na lang din natin na nagsisilabicate pa yung bata. Okay, para alam natin na exactly, di ba, kung ano yung tulong na ibibigay natin. Ngayon po, a child who reads slowly or yung talagang nakafocus pa siya dun sa mechanical na reading na tinatawag natin, nakafocus siya sa pagde-decode, yung pagbiblend ng sounds, most likely nga po, medyo mabagal pa yung magbasa at they don't understand what they're reading kasi yung lahat ng focus nila ay napunta dun sa pagbiblend ng letter sounds. So, paano a child who's focused on the blending the letter sounds would maybe ito yung isang paraan na pwede niya itong basahin. Tayo, 'di ba? So tayo, because we read with comprehension, we know that we read this as tayo. Iba yung diin niya. Iba rin yung tayo. Pero, again, na-recognize yung letters, nabigay yung sounds, at na-blend. So, bibigyan pa rin natin siya ng point. Pero we can note down na kailangan niya ng tulong sa comprehension para mabigyan niya ng tamang diin yung mga salita. Okay? Ngayon po, iskoran niyo po ako. Babasahin ko po isang tamang salita ay isang point. Okay? Maglinis tayo nag-atig bakod. O, ayan. Ilan yung score ko? Out of 5. Dun sa first sentence, ilan yung score ko? 3 lang. Ano po yung mga mali ko? Ano po yung mga mali ko? Nang at ating. Ayun. So, ganun lang po siya dito, no, sa sentences. Ngayon po, pagka mababa pa yung score niya, dito tayo sa individual words. Medyo marami yung words. Kasi po, gusto po natin makakita ng patterns sa mistakes ng bata. Actually, dun sa mapapanood nyo, makakakita kayo ng patterns. So, para alam natin kung saan tayo magfo-focus. Diba, nakakapag-decode naman yung bata. Kaya lang may mga ibang salita talaga na somehow hindi niya nababasa. Ano kaya yung mga yun? Anong klaseng salita yung mga yun? Yung ba yung mga 4-syllable words ba yan? O yung words ba na yung may NG? Yung mga ganon. Nasa grade 3, dahil yung grade 3 ay merong phonics patterns tayong sinunod. Yung mga clusters, diphthongs, digraphs, and other unique features ng language, makakakita din po kayo ng patterns. So you would know where to focus. At lumabas yan sa field testing po natin. Merong isang tool na gumamit ng cluster sa grade 2 na tools. Ibig sabihin, kagagaling pa lang ng grade 1 ng bata. At karamihan sa mga tinest nating bata ay nagkamali doon. So, alam kasi natin na yung cluster na yun hindi pa naituro sa grade 2. So, pang grade 3 siya. Imagine po, kung yung grade 3, halimbawa, lahat ng words na may cluster na TS hindi niya nabasa, then you know na yun yung magiging first focus po ninyo. So, ganun tayo naging kabusisi sa pagkuha ng items natin. Sa pag-nominate ng items. Ayan. So, yun po. Kapag naman mataas yung score niya dito, confirm mo, ay nakakabasa na talaga siya ng sentence. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, okay na yung decoding skills niya, konting-konting hasa na lang siguro. So, ito pong confirmation level yung ibibigay. Bali po, again, pag nag-self-correct yung bata, bibigyan pa rin natin ng point. We don't give any clues, no? We just encourage. We just help them move along. So, meron akong video na ipapanood, scenario 1 ulit, yung mababa yung score ng bata. Yan, thank you sa mga nag-reply sa chat box. So, punta na tayo dito sa aking video. Yan. I-skip ko na yung first part.
Pag-online, isa ka ngayong araw. Masaya ako, Teacher Sarah, kasi nandito ka. Masaya din ako makita ka, Sheila May. Anong ginawa mo bago ka mag-online? Nagmerienda ako, teacher. Ano ang minerienda mo? Pandesal na may coco jam, teacher. Ang sarap. Wow! Mukhang ang sarap. Bago tayo magpatuloy, gusto mo bang uminom muna? Hindi, teacher. Hindi po ako nauuhaw. Kailangan mo bang magbanyo para umihi? Hindi rin po, teacher. Okay. Ngayon, mayroon tayong dalawang maiikling laro. Sa unang laro ay magbabasa ka ng mga pangungusap. Mamaya ko naman sasabihin sa iyo ang pangalawang laro. Surprise na ito. Excited ka na ba?
Opo, mahilig po ako sa mga laro. Mahilig din po akong magbasa.
Mabuti naman. Tandaan mo, ito ay laro lamang at ayos lang na magkamali paminsan-minsan. Basta, gawin mo lang ang makakaya mo. At syempre, dapat mag-enjoy ka. Handa ka na ba?
Handa-handa na, teacher.
Tingnan mo ang unang kahon. May 2 pangungusap dyan. Babasahin mo ang mga pangungusap ng malinaw at malakas sa hudyat ko. Nakikita mo ba ang araw sa screen?
Opo, teacher.
Saang salita ito nakaturo?
Maglinis. Maglinis, teacher.
Ayan po.
Tama. Sa salitang maglinis natin,
So sa pag face-to-face, madali lang ipaturo nyo sa bata. Malalaman nyo agad na parehas kayo ng tinitingnan. Challenging lang yan pag online.
isisimulan ang ating laro. O sige, simulan mo na.
Maglinis.
Sunod.
Tayo.
Sunod.
Nag.
Sunod.
Tig.
Sunod.
Bakod.
So syempre, iba-ibang mga bata. May mga batang magbabasa ng dire-diretso. Hindi na kailangan i-prompt ni teacher. Meron naman pong kailangan ng help. Okay, kailangan natin silang i-encourage to move forward. That's okay.
Sige, basahin mo na ang pangalawang pangungusap.
Bili-bili, teacher.
Sunod.
Si.
Sunod.
Pepe, kapangalan ng tatay ko, teacher.
Talaga? Wow! O yung sunod naman.
Nag.
Sunod.
Last piece.
Tapos na tayo sa unang laro. Ang galing! Bago tayo pumunta sa pangalawang laro, baka gusto mo munang uminom ng tubig?
Opo, teacher. Nauuhaw na ako.
O sige.
Tapos na ako, teacher.
Okay. Ngayon, magbabasa ka naman ng mga maiising salita. Nasa kahon sa babang kaliwang bahagi ang mga ito. Nakita mo ba ang arrow?
Opo, teacher. Katulad kanina.
Tama. Sa anong salita nakaturo ang arrow?
Madali lang yan, teacher. Araw.
Tama. O sige, basahin mo ng malinaw at malakas ang bawat salita. Simulan mo na.
Araw.
Sunod.
Piraso.
Sunod.
Bulak. Ay, mali. Bulaklak. Bulaklak.
Sunod.
Limanag.
Sunod.
Pusa. Meron pa akong pusa, teacher.
Wow! O yung sunod naman.
Go.
Sunod.
Bagal.
Sunod.
Talog.
Sunod.
Akin.
Sunod.
I-forward ko na po.
Sahan.
Sunod.
Tapusin natin.
Kanila.
Sunod.
Sagig.
Sunod.
Kami.
Sunod.
Kalaro.
Sunod.
Malinis.
Sunod. Sunod.
Bola. Marami akong bola, teacher.
Nakakatuwa naman. Sunod.
Walisan.
Sunod.
Suman. Ang haba, teacher. Di ko alam ang kasunod.
Okay lang. Subukan mo yung huli.
Bal?
Ayan, tapos na tayo. Nag-enjoy ka ba?
Opo, teacher. Gustong-gusto kong nagbabasa. Maglaro tayo ulit, ha?
Nakakatuwa namang marinig iyan. Siyempre naman babalik ako para maglaro at magbasa tayong muli.
Yay!
O sige, hanggang sa susunod. Mag-practice kang magbasa gamit ang mga libro natin, ha? Pwede kang magpatulong sa mga nakatatanda sa bahay nyo. Ingat!
Ingat din, teacher. Salamat!
Salamat!
Bye!
Ayan, okay? So yun po ang ating grades 2 and 3 Mother Tongue and Filipino. Okay, accepted po ba ang word by word reading sa sentences, ma'am? Ma'am Aleta, that's not our end goal, definitely. We want them to read fluently. Okay, at kasama doon yung tono ng pagbasa. But remember, ang tinitingnan natin dito is yung decoding skills. We will have to assess reading fluency at some point, no? Um, at darating po tayo dyan. So for now, you can add in your remarks po na yes, nababasa niya yung salita pero mabagal, nag-word by word. Meron nga nagsisilabicate pa po, pero nakakapag-blend siya. Mabagal pa lang. Kaya po, ganun siya kabagal magbasa. Okay, clarification po ulit. Ang i-assess po ba namin ay kinder using grade 1 tool? Okay, pag ang grade 1 tool ay ang grade 1 tool, BCD ang makakapagbigay ng guidance nito. Kasi on a regular pang run, ina-administer siya sa start ng school year. Halimbawa, that's August. So yung grade 1 na bata pagdating ng August, sila yung binibigyan ng grade 1 tool. Yung grade 2 tool, sa August sila yung binibigyan, yung grade 2 na bata, sila yung binibigyan ng grade 2 na tool, at yung grade 3 na bata, grade 3 na tool. Ano ba yan? So, yun po. Last time, ang narinig ko po, Miss Lisa, ayan, sige. Pwede pong pa-confirm kasi po ang okay. Ayan.
Ay,
So,
hello,
ibig
ma'am.
sabihin nito, yes ma'am, go ahead.
Okay, sa ngayon po, yan po daw po ang gagawin po natin. Kasi po, para po ito sa learning camp po. Pero yun nga po, di ba, dun sa opening
All right. Go. All right. This time, let's proceed on the orientation on how to use the scoring sheet. Allow me to share my screen.
CRLA score sheet, consolidation, and online submission process flow. Let us all welcome the ICT for Education Learning Specialist of ABC Plus Project, Sir Emil Monroy. Sir Emil.
Salamat, Sir Rafi.
Thank
Can
you,
I
sir.
share my screen po?
Yes, sir. There you go.
Thank you. Okay, good afternoon. This time po, we will discuss how to record the result of the assessment and submit it online. I believe many of you had experience with RLA last year, since around 98% of schools from Negros Occidental conducted RLA and submitted it online. One of the improvements we did here in CRLA is the electronic score sheets. The electronic score sheets will allow the seamless recording of learners' reading literacy assessment result in the classroom for easy monitoring. This will serve as the teacher electronic class record. It will automatically generate summary table and chart. It will provide simple school summary result dashboard based on the consolidation of classroom assessments result. And it is easy to use since it was developed using Microsoft Excel. So, where to download the score sheets? Kanina po pinakita ni Miss Janice yung folder, no? So, but I want to show it to you saan po makikita yung score sheets. So, let me show to you. The folder in G Drive. So, yung score sheets po can be found dun sa R6 DepEd branding. So, medyo nasa loob po siya ng subfolders, no? So, from to comprehensive literacy assessment as shown by Ms. Janice earlier, you could go here po sa R6 BOSI CRLA. And then, you have here the automated Excel score sheets. Then, you will use this folder, no? Yung R6 DepEd branding. Here, you will find po 4 na files, no? One for each grade level. So if you are a grade 1 teacher, you will use this file, this G1 BOSI CRLA score sheet version 6. If you're grade 2, you will use this file, and grade 3. And this one po is for consolidation of the results. Now, as you open the file, balik po ko dun sa presentation. As you open the file, you will see 3 types of sheets in the file. First is the score sheets, no? This is the one that you're going to use to record the learner's assessment result. Now, for grade 1 po, is that you will have a mother tongue score sheet. For grade 2, you will have mother tongue Filipino score sheets. And for grade 3, mother tongue Filipino and business score sheets. No? And then you will have a class record. Yung class record automatically summarize the assessment results from the score sheets by reading profiles. And lastly, you will have the class summary. The class summary automatically summarizes the reading profile for the proficiency level, all grade levels, and show it in a CRLA school dashboard. Okay. Now, let's see po yung grade 1 score sheets. So this is how the score sheets looks like. Now, there are 3 sheets: the reading score sheet, the class record, and the class summary. And you will have here information that you have to enter. First is you have to enter the classroom information here. This is the classroom information. You need to enter the school ID, your name as teacher, and then the section, and the name of the school, and the class enrollment. Second, you have to enter the language of instruction or the mother tongue. There will be a drop-down menu here of the list of languages in R6. And then next is you have to enter the learner's information here. So, and the assessment result. Now, this portion, it will be black off depending on the conditions that you enter or the task scores you entered here, no? And based on the criteria. So let's say, for example, this one, the task 1 is result is 6. So ang na-block off po is yung letters, no? Because according to the criteria, yung rhymes, you will assess the learner sa rhymes po if the score is in the task 1 is 1 to 6. So, ito ang block off po is yung letters, no? While this one, if ang score niya po is 7 and up, no? 7 to 10, ang mabablock off po yung rhymes, and then you have to ask for the letters here. Now, this portion po is automatic counter. So, yung red font po indicates that the number of assessed is not equal to the class enrollment. The total score and the reading profile columns will be automatically generated. And this is the remarks portion where you can enter anything po related po to the learners, as mentioned by Ms. Janice earlier. Next. Now, the results of the reading score sheet, the mother tongue reading score sheet, will automatically updates the class record and the class summary. So technically, ito lamang po yung kailangan yung pasukan ng data. And these two sheets po, yung class record and the class summary, will automatically be updated. Okay? So let's see how it works. So here's your score sheets. As example. Okay, I already entered some dummy data for this demonstration. So I entered already the school ID, the name of teacher, the section, okay, the name of school, the class enrollment. As you can see here, since yung number of assessed, which is 4, is less than or not equal to the class enrollment, so naka-colored red po siya, no? Now, yung language, you have a pull down here of the different languages in region.
All right, that's all on how to record the score of our learners. This time, we'll proceed immediately to our open forum. Teachers, this is the time to raise your questions. Again, I would like to reiterate that our assessment will start with our incoming grade 1, which is our kindergarten. This school year, our grade 1 and our grade 2 learners. And for the kindergarten, we're going to utilize the grade 1 assessment. For grade 1, we will use the grade 2, and for grade 2, we will use the grade 3 assessment tools. Okay, teachers, any questions and clarifications with regards to the conduct of CRLA? By the way, we already sent the Google Drive for the materials to be used on the CRLA this coming Thursday and Friday. So, I hope na scroll natin yung drive. Andun po yun. Kung nag-wonder po kayo doon sa final tool, ang andun na lang po is yung sinubuan ng Binisaya kasi yun po ang applicable sa ating region. Any questions po?
Hello, Jom.
Wala pong tanong.
Jom.
Kasi this is the right time po to raise your... Yeah. Yes, to.
Since walang tanong, so we will be asking them per school, no? To give their yung commitment on this, on the implementation of this CRLA. By school na lang.
Alright, we would like to ask your commitment for the conduct of these CRLA. Let's start with Alambre Elementary School. Anyone from Alambre?
School head or ano na lang, kung walang school head, yung ano, somebody who will represent.
Any representative? Okay, while we're waiting for the Alambre, on deck po natin ang A. Loyola. Anyone from the school na lang po?
Basig wala ni sila nakasubaybay karon. Okay, no reactions man, no comments, no questions.
Let's check on the participants po. From Ma'am Josephine Clarine. Yeah, go ahead po, Ma'am Clarine.
Hi, hello po, good afternoon. Okay, from Alambre Elementary School. Ang lahat ng mga during the discussion ipakita sa
Ma'am Jo, request po natin yung kasama natin po dyan, Ma'am Jo, na i-lower po muna yung audio para hindi po mag-feedback. Yung ibang kasama niyo po. Same with other school po, yung mga audio natin, i-lower po natin. Mamaya pag-speak na po yung kasamahan natin. Go ahead, Ma'am Jo.
Okay, as of now po, so with regards of this implementation, magsabo sa amin sa among teachers from kinder to grade 3, when do we conduct on this? So kailangan po ba ngayon ng school year?
Jo, we have no other dates.
Wow. Yes.
We have no other dates. 29:30 lang yun.
Okay. So, okay po daw, ma'am.
Then, ang exam ninyo.
Agree na po.
Ang exam ninyo.
Exam, so mag-conduct po kami ng exam tomorrow. So then on Thursday and Friday po namin ito gawin po, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Thursday and Friday. So, next week ang submission. So, pwede po daw next week ang submission, ma'am?
Sige lang, basta we have to conduct 29:30.
Yes po. Okay po. 29:30 po kami mag-conduct. Then tomorrow, mag-exam na po kami.
Okay, Jo.
Ma'am, okay po, ma'am. Thank you po.
Alright. Sige po. Thank you so much po, Ma'am Jo from Alambre. Again po, we would like to remind everyone, as stated by our PSTS, tomorrow po natin i-conduct yung examination natin. Then 29 and 30 po, this is the only date na i-conduct po natin ang ating CRLA. So wala na pong ibang date. Kailangan na po natin i-conduct ito on 29 and 30. This coming Thursday and Friday. Right now, let's proceed to A. Loyola. Anyone from A. Loyola?
Afternoon, Sir John. Sir John.
Go ahead po, Ma'am John.
Sir John, kana i-clarify na ako, sir, ha? Iba na nga kaganina ang grade 2 learners ang ilang i-conduct, ang grade 3 ang assessment, no?
Yes po, ma'am.
Then ang grade 3, ang kami, grade 3 man ko, sir, no? So, saan mo, sir? So, wala ni sa ba?
Sige po, Ma'am John. We'll hear Ma'am Marisa po.
Okay, good afternoon, Ma'am John. So, the grade 3 teachers will help the grade 2 teachers na mag-conduct. Kay wala man tay bata, kay incoming grade 4 naman sila this coming school year. So, mag-help na lang tatabangan na to ang mga grade 2 teachers na tabangan o conduct ang ilang mga bata po. Kuha po, ma'am. Ma'am, nakuha po, ma'am.
Copy, Ma'am Maris. Nakuha na mo diri sa laing nga school.
Okay po.
Right. Thank you po for responding. Again po, the conduct of CRLA is for the beginning of the school year. Baka nag-wonder po yung iba kasi kinandak natin ngayon. Again po, yung kindergarten natin ngayon, yung learners na kinder natin, sila po ang i-assess natin using the grade 1 kasi incoming grade 1 na sila next school year. Yung grade 1 po natin ngayon, yung grade 2 po na materials ang gamitin natin kasi incoming grade 2 na sila. And then yung grade 2 natin ngayon, yung grade 3 po na materials ang gamitin kasi incoming grade 3 sila ngayong pasukan. Yun po, para clear po ang context natin.
Pero hindi gahapon na niniingon kani kuan. Nakaroon dayon.
I hope it's clear po, Ma'am John. Parang clear na kasi wala nang ano si Ma'am John. Okay, next, let's proceed to Bangkas ES. Anyone from Bangkas ES?
Good afternoon.
Hi, Fortune, Sarah.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Go ahead po, ma'am.
So, Bangkas Elementary School, priority exam tomorrow. Wednesday, preparation of the materials for the materials needed for the conduct of CRLA this coming Thursday and Friday po. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Ma'am Miriam. That is very comprehensive. Naka-timeline talaga. All right, this time, let's hear from Bangkas Heights.
Joke style.
Good afternoon, ma'am and sir.
Hi, go ahead, Lou.
Okay, Bangkas Heights Elementary School is accepting the challenge na mag-commit me sa pag-conduct sa kay CRLA. Karong Thursday and Friday. Thank you po.
Sige. Hi guys. Thank you so much from Clara to Carla. Thank you so much, Bangkas Heights PX. This time, let's proceed to Bato Elementary School.
Hello, good afternoon. We will do the CRLA by after the exam, Thursday or Friday.
Okay, thank you so much po, Ma'am Suzette. This time, thank you po. Let's hear from Batolosa Elementary School. We have...
Good afternoon, Doc Nida. Good afternoon, everyone. So for the Batolosa Elementary School, we are planning to conduct this CRLA on Thursday and Friday. So tomorrow, we'll have our fourth quarter exam. And then on Wednesday, we will have to print all the needed materials for the CRLA. That's all po. Good afternoon.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ma'am Joy. Now, let's hear from Manambulan ES. Any representative po from Manambulan?
Yes po.
Ayan.
Good afternoon, Ma'am Nida. Sir Jom. Ay, si Ma'am Maria. Duha binagsunod.
Okay. Continue, Ma'am Jen.
Okay. Tomorrow, we will conduct our fourth quarter exam. Then, tomorrow is holiday. So, we will try to internalize unsa ning sulod aning Carla. So, para ano na mo, makandak na mo Thursday and Friday. Thank you po.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Jen. If you have any questions po, ma'am, clarifications po, ma'am, along the way, our team are ready to answer your question po. Okay, right now, let's hear from Mulig Elementary School.
Okay, good afternoon. Mulig Elementary School,
Good
Kinder to
afternoon, Ma'am G.
Okay, Mulig Elementary School, Kinder to 3 teachers will commit religiously to conduct the Carla. We are so grateful on this orientation. It guided our K to 3 teachers on the preparations and administration this coming June 29 to 30, 2023. Lahat ay para sa bata, para sa bayan. That's all. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, thank you so much. With 100% audience impact, Ma'am G. Very good. This time, let's hear from Quezon Elementary School.
Dungog to ang promise man.
Quezon Elementary School is committed to conduct the Carla on Thursday, and we're going to prepare on Wednesday for the materials needed on Thursday.
Wow, thank you so much. So these people will work on holiday. Thank you so much, Ma'am Bells and Ma'am Corazon. Right now, let's proceed to Aglono Elementary School.
Hello po, good afternoon everyone. This is Eros. We will conduct our targeted date. We will conduct the CRLA on our targeted date. And on Wednesday, we will prepare the materials for the and examination period throughout 30 tomorrow. And while it's for ang aming kindergarten advisor hanggang 8 vice president sa platform. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Eros. Right now, let's hear from Tungkalan Elementary School.
Okay, good afternoon, especially to our district supervisor, Dr. Ludes Filipinos, to Sir John, to all teachers who are here present. Good afternoon. Tungkalan Elementary School is indeed committed to prepare the materials tomorrow. And then on June 29 to 30 will be the conduct of the Carla. We are committed to do it. Matatag, bansang batang kabansa. Thank you everyone. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Doc Jane. Right now, let's hear from Piedad Central Elementary School.
We will conduct Kana. Hello, to
Hello.
our... Yes. To our district supervisor, good afternoon po. To everyone, good afternoon. For Piedad Central, we will conduct our Carla this coming Thursday and Friday. So that's it, and good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Daisy from Pilat Santo Elementary School. This time, let's proceed to our IS school, starting with Baracayo Integrated School.
Good afternoon po. We're going to commit that we will have our CRLA implementation this coming 29 and 30. From Boracay Integrated School, Highlanders Matatag! Good afternoon, Mamida!
Thank you so much, Ma'am Mardel and Ma'am Rachel.
School principal, Dr. Olimpio Heraldes. So we will be conducting also our Para after holiday. So that is on Thursday and Friday. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am. Yes po, Ma'am Sharon. Thank you so much po.
Sir Boy is
Good afternoon, Sir Boy.
Good afternoon. What Ma'am Sharon said, that is true. We commit ourselves na we will conduct our CRLA this coming Thursday and Friday. And I miss you all. Bye-bye.
Parang may technical error sa side ni Sir Boy. We miss you po, Dodo. Right, this time let's hear from Gasco and Sintina Integrated School.
Good afternoon, everyone, especially to our district supervisor, Ma'am Mamida. Gasco and Santina Integrated School, mag-conduct sa aming exam tomorrow. Diya sa Thursday, kaya after ng holiday month, mag-scheduling mi sa among mga bata para pagka Thursday and Friday, mag-conduct namin sa CRLA. Salamat.
Thank you so much po, Ma'am. Wednesday po yung holiday, Ma'am, ha? Sige, this time, the last but not the least will be from San Isidro Integrated School.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Good.
Go.
Okay. Hi.
Go
Good
ahead,
afternoon,
Ma'am.
everyone. In behalf of San Isidro Integrated School, we agreed and commit ourselves to conduct the CRLA on the specific dates po, sir. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, our teachers from the different schools of Pila District for your commitment to conduct the CRLA this coming Thursday and Friday. Right, this time, let's hear any announcement for the coming days from our dearest school heads.
Joe, may I?
Yes, Doc. Yes po, Doc. Go ahead po, Doc.
Okay. So upon hearing your commitment, I'm happy that you already embrace CRLA in your respective schools and that you will be conducting this on June 29 and 30, and we have no other dates. Kay ang submission ani sa division of our results will be on July 3 to 6. Same date with our checking of forms. So same date, no? So whether we like it or not, we have to conduct it on June 29 and 30, right after the holiday. And since we are going to have the checking of forms, you are also requested or required to have your school checking of forms on July 3 and 4. July 3 and 5, it will be submitted na in the district office. Then comes July 6, will be the division checking and reading of forms at Piedad Central Elementary School. So dapat 5 pa lang, andito na yung mga ano natin, mga forms na needed. And ano pa, right after that will be the graduation naman, the recognition. So yung graduation natin, 'di ba? As what I've said sa elementary schools na ito, graded ang graduation natin. So we are going to evaluate kung sino yung may pinaka solemn as to solemnity, ano yung basta sa program, sa lahat-lahat ng flow ng program ninyo, i-ano natin, mayroon yung grado ha, i-evaluate kayo. And ano pa, sa checking of forms, alam na ng ano ninyo, yung mga representative, yung nagpadala ng representative last Friday, we had our meeting at Camp Malagos. So I hope na disseminate na nila ang mga na-take up namin doon. And ang since priority natin ang itong CRLA and the exam tomorrow, so we will be postponing the summit, the research summit, which should be conducted unta karong 30, but due to this CRLA, so we have to move it after the graduation na lang on July. And your IPCRF, you will be submitting the ES, elementary teachers. You have to submit this on July 17 to 21. I know that the IS had already submitted, no? Tapos na ba kayo IS sa inyong IPCRF? IS? Tapos na kayo, Sir Boy? Erwin? Tapos na ang IPCRF ninyo? Are you
Yes
done?
po, sa San Isidro Integrated School, done na po.
Gasco?
Ang imobis namin ay tapos na, pero meron ming revision sa katong final copy kay dito lang sa kuan, sa kanang signatory. Maulan ko siya.
Please, tapos na yung mga MOPs ninyo.
MOPs done already.
Oh, wow, very good. So tapos na yung IS. Last week pa no, di ba? Last week pa ba? Or the other week pa yun?
Ang MOPs the other week pa.
Yes, oo, di ba? See, kung nakaya ng IS, kayang-kaya natin on July 17 to 21. Teachers and school heads, dapat tapos na din tayo sa July 21. Kay July 17 to 21. Ano nangatawa man? Nakaya sa IS, sumana sila. Submit na lang sila sa ilang mga lacking na yung sa signatory na lang daw ang kulang. Sa ES, tayo sa mo pagbakasyon. Unahon na to ang atoang IPCRF. No, right after your graduation. Then, ano pa? Yun ang mga importanteng dates na dapat i-calendar ninyo para...
Sonita, good afternoon. Francis Kapulong, Ma'am Barakayo.
Okay, Prince.
Yes, ma'am. Point of clarification, ma'am, since we are so busy because we're going to have our NAT 10 tomorrow, so we will conduct, of course, on a Thursday and Friday. But as to submission, ma'am, can we have it on, ma'am, kasi as I heard a while back, between 3 to 6 ang submission sa Carla.
Yes.
Can we have it, ma'am, on the 5th? The 5th, ma'am, pwede sa 5th? July 5th, kay 3 to 6 man kaya ang pag-submit, or asking your permission, ma'am, kung pwede sa July 5 ni sa Carla mag-submit.
Pwede ra siguro kay ang gisulti ni ma'am, kaganihan ni Ma'am Narmela, na-mention niya July 3 to 6, di ba? Na-mention niya kanina.
Oo, yes, ma'am.
So, pwede papasok tayong 5.
Yes, ma'am. 5 lang, ma'am. At least 5 in the afternoon, napay 6 kung unsa may mga revisions or whatsoever.
Yes.
At least, ma'am, asking your permission with your knowledge po.
Basta ang pag-conduct natin, simul tayo ha.
Yes.
The 16 schools will conduct it on June 29 and 30.
Yes, ma'am. Tomorrow, ma'am. Sorry, Thursday and Friday.
Okay, thank you. So, other clarifications? Meron pa kayong mga tanong regarding sa ano natin, schedule? Daghan
Yes,
kayo
ma'am.
sa usapaw
Yes,
gyud.
so Friday po din, ma'am. We commit, ma'am, June 23rd. Thank you.
So nobody asked, no, what is the purpose of this, Carla? Nobody asked kanina na ano na ninyo, na register na sa mind kung ano ang purpose. The results of this, Carla, will be used for the summer camp literacy. So we are expecting that we are going to conduct this summer camp literacy. And this the orientation of this, no, sa mga higher ups nato will start tomorrow at Ritz Hotel. 3 days for this camp literacy. This is national. And what we are going to do tomorrow, there is ato ang kuan, there is ato ang Davao City Division is the Mindanao, wherein Davao City will be the host, no, tomorrow mag-start up to Thursday, including holiday sila bukas. So pag-uusapan na ang summer camp literacy. Kaya need ang results nito kay ito ang basis natin for next school year. Kaya nga beginning of school year, busi ang ano natin, di ba? Kay ano na, we will be using di kuan, di ba, katong sa kinder, the kinder na mga ano nato, na mga learners, ang mag-conduct yung advisor talaga kinder. But they will be using the grade 1 na tool. For grade 1, the advisors of grade 1 will be the one to conduct, but they will be using the grade 2 na tool. And for grade 2, the grade 2 advisors will conduct, pero ang gagamitin na nila ang tool sa grade 3. Kay in preparation na ni para sa beginning of school year 2023-2024. Kaya tomorrow na mag-start yung national ano sa Mindanao wide natin. Okay, so may iba pa kayo mga questions?
What are you ang kinder going to grade 1, ang grade 2 going to ang grade 2 going to grade kanang sa
wala grade 3 na
wala na grade 3 to. So
ang tool sa grade 2,
yes ma'am,
gamiton niya is grade 3. Mayroon bang ano, Jom, kanina? May grade 3 na bata na gamitin ang tool ng grade 4? Wala man, no? Na-mention pa kanina?
wala po do.
Wala, no?
Wala po, ma'am. Ang grade 3 po na teacher mag-help lang sa grade 2.
Yes po, yun po ang ano do, kung pwede mag-help ang grade 3 na lang sa grade 2 kay anyway 3 language mo sila do.
Okay.
MTB Filipino and English. Okay.
So yun na lang yung mga teachers natin sa kinder to ano talaga mag-help na lang yung 3. So mayroon pa na mga concern before adjourning this meeting. Ang CA ninyo ha, you will be provided yung nag-out sa school. Kaya walang signal, mahirap ang signal, so mayroon kayong CA. Just submit your attendance. Okay, mayroon pang ano, wala dyan nangutana na rin, no? Ganiha, daghang nangutana dito sa ato sa division level. So kayang-kaya ra ba? Sa field, nagsinumbagay ang atong ano gyud mga schedule sa kuan, mga activities nato, mag-practice pa gyud sa graduation. Okay? So pero nag-commit man sila kaganiha, Jom, meaning to say wala
Yes.
sila problema. They are committed talaga.
Yes po, Doc.
Lahat
No
ng
problem.
schools, lahat ng schools nag-commit kanina.
Yes po, Doc. All
The
of
and
all
the
the schools po.
So very good. Okay, thank you so much for attending this orientation. And to our facilitators also who attended this morning, si Jo Marie na pinalive yun na na-assign there, sila Marisa. Thank you so much, no, sa inyo ha.
Thank you so much, Doc. May I request po, Doc, all the teachers, all of us to please turn on our camera. Let's have photo op po para merong ano tayo.
Yes,
may
may
tayong proof.
documentation tayo. This will be submitted, no? The minutes of this orientation and the pictorials will be submitted to our division reading coordinator.
Ma'am, mo kabila Sir John, dili ma-open sa Barakayo but we're complete from kinder to grade 3. I can justify. Thank you.
Sige.
Di ba offer ng lita?
Sige.
Sorry po. Yeah.
Sa nalay name ninyo sa ubos.
Basta my name.
Barakay.
I request Sir Sid to take screenshot. Sir Sid, go ahead po. Sir Sim. Okay na po, Sir Sim. Hello po. Hold on po muna. Please mute po your microphone para hindi po mag-feedback. And then, hindi ka naka-mute naman. Smile lang kita, 100 mo yung Sir Sim, okay na. Wala siya kalihok, Chris. Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. Alright, once again, thank you so much, my CRLA teachers and school heads, especially our PSDS. At this point in time, let's have our closing prayer. Yes. Pahabol pa ng announcement, this week na din po yung Kid and Cab Sayahan for our kindergarten and our learners from grades 1 to 3. And reminders also po sa ating attendance that will serve as your CA.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Gracious Father, thank you for making this day successful. As we depart, Lord, we ask you to be with us. Your presence has been in this place from the start to the end, and we want to say thank you. Lord, as we end this meeting, let us be the salt in the light. May we put into practice what we have discussed and learned. Help us to make a difference in this world for the glory of your name. In Jesus' name, we believe and pray. Amen.
Once again, thank you so much, sir teachers, for your commitment. And see you sa mga pictures ninyo on June 29 and 30. Once again, thank you so much. Bye-bye. We can leave the platform na po. Thank you so much.